What's going on, guys? Gabe Elias here. Welcome to my YouTube. I am back posting some YouTube content. I know last time I posted was like years ago in college. But I don't know. I've been really into posting content, sharing my life, sharing, my journey with my businesses, and kind of just, I've always been a fitness guy, posting fitness content. So I was like, you know what? I think people might enjoy watching some day in the life vlogs, or just kind of, watching me and my life and what I do with my businesses, etc. So one big goal of mine this year is to just post more often, not only on Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok, on Facebook, etc., but I want to focus on some more long form content videos such as YouTube. There's nothing that's better than long form content like YouTube to really help build a personal brand, right? If you think about it, people are watching your YouTube video, they're subscribed to you, they're watching a 30-minute day in the life video. They feel like they're your friend, right? So it's very cool. And I'm not saying that I'm just doing this for business purposes, but it is definitely great for personal branding, to grow my personal brand. And I just also want to document the journey. I want to be able to look back, like 3 years from now, 4 years from now, and be like, wow, like look how much I grew, like look how much the business 4x'd, so that's another reason why I'm doing it. Bear with me. I'm not an editor, I'm not a videographer, I'm not a photographer. So, as I post more and more, I'm definitely going to invest back into the YouTube and into my content. I do plan on buying a new camera and, some editing software tools, lenses. We got some DJI mics. So I definitely plan on making it more quality, but there's no point for me to do that just yet. I'm going to do that pretty soon. But again, I'm not a professional, so bear with me with the videos. They're not going to be perfect. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm starting the channel back up, and those are some of my goals. What I want to talk about now is like who I am. If you're watching this, you probably already know who I am. But if you're a stranger, welcome. My name is Gabe Elias. I'm 24 years old. From Massachusetts. I'm the oldest child. I'm first generation. I have two younger brothers, Memi and Giuliano, G, and I have a little sister, Giovanna, who lives with my mom and my father as well, and Teddy, my puppy Teddy. Shout out Teddy. I love family. And I am an entrepreneur. I love fitness. I consider myself an athlete. I'm a Christian. I love my family. And those are some things about myself. So a little bit about my life story. Growing up, always played sports, was always decent at sports, loved working out, started working out early. And I went to high school at Leominster High School. I graduated class of 2019. Always had good grades, was a student athlete, team captain, etc. Had a great high school experience for sure. High school was awesome. It was great time. And then I went to college. My first 2 years of college, I went to Providence College, go Friars. I was majoring in finance, and then around COVID time, 2021 or 2020, 2021, I forget when it happened, but I kind of had like a little quarter life crisis. I didn't know I was dealing with some mental health stuff. So was so many people at that time with COVID and being stuck at home, etc. But besides the point, mentally I wasn't there. School was online, right? It was online courses. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. It even got to the point where I considered dropping out and just like pursuing like construction, or just, dropping out and just working full time. And it got pretty bad. I remember I was down bad. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video about this one day, but I don't want to get too specific. But I was definitely down bad mentally, having a lot of anxiety and anxiety attacks and depression. It was terrible, but obviously dealing with those things, it makes school even harder. So I almost dropped out, but long story short, I was given the idea to pursue physical education, being a gym teacher. And it's super random, but I've always been good at fitness. I've always been good at sports. I've always been good with kids. I like working with kids. That idea was given to me, and I pursued it. I pulled the trigger. I remember it was very scary to pull that trigger, because I was worried, like, shoot, what if this just doesn't work out? Like, am I gonna regret it? Like, what if I just end up not want to be a gym teacher, etc. But again, long story short, I pulled the trigger. I transferred to Bridgewater State University, and I lived with two good friends of mine, that I knew pretty much for my whole life, all transfers too, which was pretty cool. and had a great experience junior year at Bridgewater State. Made so many friends, partied a little bit too much, to be honest, but it was a good college experience. Senior year, things were a little slower and more calm. In the process of me transferring from Providence College to Bridgewater State, I got a very interesting email to my Providence email, and it was a hiring email for a internship called Young Entrepreneurs Across America, also known as Student Painters. And I read the email quickly, didn't think much of it, but it caught my attention. It said our average intern makes $15,000 in the summer, something like that. It might have been 12, 10. And it said, it was like an entrepreneurial and management and sales and marketing experience internship. So it got my attention. I responded back to it, and literally like the next day I forgot I even applied, or I forgot that I responded to the email. The crazy thing about this all is that my email literally expired like a couple days later, but before my email expired, because again I transferred to Bridgewater, but before my email expired, they reached back out to me. Fernando Tenesaka, shout out Fernando. He reached out to me and brought me through the pipeline, the interview process. I did 2 interviews, I got the position, and I became a student painter, rookie, branch manager, intern. Fast forward, I worked my butt off in the fall and the spring to generate leads and make some noise and get some, get some customers. And in the summer, I did really well. It was a very great experience. I broke some company records. I got some newspaper articles, some podcast episodes. I felt like I was on top of the world. I was 19, 20 years old, and I made a ton of money in just a short amount of period, especially compared to my peers. And it was just the coolest experience ever. I fell in love with it, and that made me realize like entrepreneurship is definitely what I want to do with my life. So I was promoted to be an executive regional manager my second year, and I brought in a couple friends to the company. I recruited a lot of people. That year didn't go as good as it should have been, and that was on me. That was story for another day. That was some mental health stuff too. But besides the point, I went through that college internship for 2 years, did very, very well, made a lot of money, and it was life-changing. It made me realize that like I am definitely an entrepreneur at heart. I want to be an entrepreneur forever. I love this, right? After that, my best friend LJ and I, we were like, okay, what do we do now? Student Painters is over. And it was end of our college, and so we had the summer, and we were like, you know what, let's just keep painting. People know that we've been providing paint services for the last 2 years. They'll probably keep calling us, and they did. So we started, we just kept painting. We were like, this is just going to be for the rest of the summer. Let's make a couple, let's make 10, 15, 20K this summer and call it a day. And we did that, except we ended up doing it full time, and we've never looked back. So we launched EVM Home Improvement and Painting, and never looked back since. So this week, actually, Tuesday, was the first day of year 3. So we're only 2 years into business. We've grown very quickly, scaled the business very quickly, which is awesome. And so that's a big part of my life is EVM, growing and scaling EVM. Other thing that I do too is I have an online fitness coaching business, GLE Fitness, help transform people's lives through fitness and nutrition and health. So I have EVM, I have GLE Fitness. I recently started offering some mentorship as well of giving back and trying to help change lives. I think that's really like my purpose, is to motivate and inspire and to like change as many lives as possible. And I have a fitness page, as you guys could see. I don't know if I'm gonna delete my older videos from this channel, but I probably have some some embarrassing, cringy videos of me when I was in high school and college and stuff like that, some fitness content, but I might just keep it because it's funny. I'm really big into fitness. I have a fitness Instagram page, I have a couple sponsorships, and I'm definitely in that fitness space and industry. So I definitely do a lot. Sometimes it's a little bit too much, and that's one of my biggest strengths, but also my biggest weakness, and that's something I'm trying to work on this year, is to really just kind of laser on my focus into just like EVM. EVM is my priority. I want to really just grow and scale EVM and kind of do the rest as more going for fun. So yeah, another thing I want to talk about in this video is like my vision for this channel. So I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to get caught up on the whole algorithm stuff. I'm not doing this for subscribers and for views and for money. Like I have way too many other things going on, other ventures, way too many other social media platforms. Like this is just an extra social media platform. I don't care about that stuff. So I just want to kind of document my life. You know, I want to walk you guys through my life and my journey. And I hope you guys, you know, want to tag along. What I'm thinking is, I'm into life videos, vlogs. I'm thinking business videos. I'm thinking fitness videos, and just overall lifestyle. You know, basically just taking you through my life is kind of what I'm thinking about. We'll see what you guys like. We'll see if I can come up with other ideas as well. But I kind of want the YouTube to just be, you know, Gabe Elias' life, just taking you guys through my journey with growing and scaling multiple businesses, and, you know, being very physically active, really into fitness, having fun with my family, my friends, you know, and just kind of sharing you guys my life. So let's talk some goals now. Some goals that I have. Actually, I'm going to make a separate video on this. So I'll talk a little bit about my goals in a macro standpoint. Some of my macro goals this year is to grow and scale EVM to be a multi 7-figure business. I want to grow and scale G-Elite. Actually, not really grow and scale it because it's already good. I want to systemize and automate it, so I'm very, very hands off. You know, have some marketing people, some DM setters, some sales closers, even possibly onboarding some coaches. I would like to also, you know, slowly expand my mentorship program, my mentorship and consulting services. The most important thing that I really want to do is I want to build my relationship with God, with the Lord. I plan on getting baptized, and, you know, I want to just fully give my life to God. That's my biggest goal this year. And, you know, I'm excited to share you guys that journey as well, because it's definitely not an easy one. It's definitely not an easy one. I'm gonna do some other videos after this where I'll talk more about like my personal goals, talk more about like business specifics and micros, talk more about like where my businesses are at in terms of revenue and profit and scalability, the size of the business. I'll definitely have more content to come. I'm gonna shoot for 1 video a week when I get in the rhythm of things. Like, I plan on posting once a week, at least 1 video a week, kind of going from there. So I hope you guys liked it. You know, subscribe so that you guys can tag along with my journey. That's all I got. I'm gonna go smoke this little cigar and enjoy my night. Last night here in Colorado Springs for the PCA 2025 Expo. We have a very late flight. I'm very tired right now, so if I look tired or half asleep in the video, my apologies. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. God bless you. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.